Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of May 26th. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Take what resonates, and if this reading doesn't speak to you, go check out your other two science videos for deeper messages. So Cancer, we are in your pre-shadow fully now. And so today on the 26th, we have Mars squaring off with Pluto. This could cause a degree of tension, extra tension on top of your post shadow, where you want to take action, and any actions that we're taking in this moment can be highly transformative, so just be conscious of that right now. We also have on the 31st a full moon in Sagittarius. This full moon, with it being in Gemini season and being with Sagittarius, it's really about finding more focus. Of right now, air signs are really more logic, communication based, information based, and Sagittarius is about that deep cutting knowledge. So this is about being able to focus those thoughts, being able to focus that direction you're going in life, being able to focus on your passions even. So Cancer, this full moon can be a good time to access that moment of, cutting through all of the bullshit just to get to what is your actual truth right now. And then on the 1st of June, we have Mercury moving into your sign. So with that, you should get easier communication for yourself. It will move at a pace that is more comfortable for you versus it's been in Gemini, doubling down on this Gemini energy, yeah? So let's see what we got going on for you. And this week I'm using the Starseed Oracle to tap into this Gemini energy a little bit. So let's see what we got going on for Cancer. Baby steps. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. All right, Cancer. So we had all of this Aries and Mars energy the last few months, and it's been very, ruthless about how it takes steps, how it takes action. And it's that horse like that we had when we jumped into the year of the horse in February, where, people were just charging. And this is asking you, Cancer, and now that Mercury is in Taurus, it's asking you to, be a little bit slower in those movements. Take those baby steps when you are taking these actions, because we don't need to be like ruthlessly cutting through things. We can be moving at that pace. You're a water sign. So you have, now with it being in Taurus, now with Mars being in Taurus, you have the container for you to flow at your own pace. Yeah? Big picture thinking. Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired idea. So for you, Cancer, use this pre-shadow to really just dream into what it is that you want for your solar returns. What does the next solar year look like for you, Cancer? You have this time up until, you're a season to just really dream into what it is that you want to start seeing in the world. A lot of the times it comes to our dreams, it becomes like a forethought before it comes out into action. And so for you, Cancer, things like a vision board, having something up that reminds you of things that you want to prioritize is a good way to just keep things at the forefront of, while I'm not. And I don't know why, I think it was for the last sign even, that my Nepal timeline of I had 7 months, I had 7 whole ass months pre-yoga training. And while, was it the most productive time? It was a relatively, I decided in that gap time, I took a Vipassana retreat. And in that moment is where I decided to go vegan again, and which, I don't suggest that to everybody. It's not for everybody's bodies. And then I also quit weed in that 7-month gap. And I did it all in this one 10-day moment of that gap that I had. But then I also found a whole other like spiritual training. So for you, Cancer, really just like, yeah, just be open to what is out there. Like, you might not have your dream life in this moment, but you have to be taking the steps towards that. Like, say I wanted to run a marathon by the time I'm 40, and I need to be taking, I'm not doing it, but like I need to be taking those steps of building up those mile times, because I really don't run much more than a 5K right now. So really, Cancer, you gotta be taking those baby steps and at least having that vision at the forefront of your days. What'll bring these all out for you? Is this, there we go. Your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. Yeah. And so we at least say that all artists are dreamers. And so baby steps, Cancer. Have the dream and then start to bring it out into your day to day. And you know, your life as a canvas is reminding you that, you know, we don't necessarily, art is not just the art world that we know in Western civilization. There are cultures where every person is considered an artist. Every person in those communities expresses themselves through song, dance. Like, these are things that we naturally just do. So don't think of it as this has to be my moneymaker. No, art is what you do. It is your expression in the world. It's literally just how you plate your food. It's how you choose to dress, Cancer. So really just, yeah, take those baby steps towards creating the life you want. Have the vision to start putting out the life you want. Yeah, that is what the star seeds have for you. But I'm going to pull one more card from the Land Sky Oracle. It is the deck that I have that was done by a yogi. And it's just a way for us to ground into our bodies, because Gemini is such a air-based moment. And because Gemini is such a flighty time. So this is just gonna ask you to find like a way to bring all of our reading so far into your body. Let's see what we got going on for Cancer. Santosha, contentment. Yeah. So Santosha isn't a pose. This is just asking you to bring contentment into your life. And so that Santosha, this one Pilates teacher, I think, was the one to be like, my Santosha is that cup of like iced chai that I get, ice almond chai that she gets in the morning and gets to enjoy it at the studio that she worked at with her dog sleeping on a bed. So for you, Cancer, Santosha is being content in the moment, because if you can find happiness in this moment, you aren't going to be worried about that moment down the line that you are like, oh, that, you know, like that big picture dream. Like, that big picture dream could be like, oh, I have this nice, beautiful, like, room that I've designed in my house. I have this car. I am taking these trips, all these things. Be content in the moment. And those things are cool. They'll come when they're ready to come into your life. But be happy in this moment. Like, I'm enjoying the sun in my eyeballs as much as I can, but I mostly enjoy my own setup. And I mean, you can only see what you can see in the mirror in my room as much as you can with this fucking glare of things that are happening in my room as well. But anyways, Cancer, that's what I have for you this week. I hope that helps. I do hope that this Santosha moment really helps you to stop, smell the roses, enjoy your day, take the baby steps towards those big dreams so that you can come up with those birthday wishes that are coming up in your season. And yeah, really just savor this shadow's lessons, whatever they may be, and I'll see you next week. Bye.